What's the opposite of the wearing the capes in Pasadena and running around and talking and so happy? What about when you don't get a role? How do you feel?
Well, I go at it with the same intensity. I cry my eyes
You do
out.
every audition?
Sadly.
Every audition you don't get,
I feel really sad, yeah. Because
you feel like it's your fault.
nowadays I do not, but for me to be able to go after a role, I need to care a lot about it. If not, if I don't care, I just don't go after it. So if I care a lot, I commit so much of my time and I daydream about it and I try to become this person. And when it's not mine, it feels really sad. And I feel like part of my process is also to just feel everything and let it out. And my mom would say, just be really fucking sad, cry all day long, be in your pajamas, eat ice cream, and then the next morning you're great.
And do you do that?
And I fucking do that. Even if I'm not great the next morning, I'm like, that was yesterday. Today, we move ahead.
I like that. It must be not that easy for your husband. Or is he just used to it?
Well, he's also an actor. And
so he cries his eyes out when he doesn't get something?
He doesn't cry, but he feels really sad.
Would you feel weird differently about him? If he was crying every time he didn't get an audition, would you be like would you emasculate the man?
I think so, yeah. Which I don't feel proud to say.
Be a man!
But I am kind of like that wife. I am so sorry if you're listening.
But you want him to be the man to take care of you in a way. Help you with your emotions.
I want to feel protected,
I think that's, man or woman, it doesn't matter. But if like both people are kind of like that, then that wouldn't work. But if one person's a little more like together, whether it's the female or the male or whatever, I think that is probably healthier. Maybe
it has to be. I can't. We can't be having a mental breakdown at the same time. We can't.
Who's a better fighter, you or him?
Physically?
No. Hopefully not.
I'm like,
no, but when you have an argument, who gets louder?
Oh man, I get louder.
Does he say you're being loud?
Yes, but he says stuff that really piss me off. like, if you're right, you wouldn't need to be screaming, like yelling at me. And he's so fucking right, and I hate it.
He's always right. What is an experience that significantly shaped who you are today?
I thought about something really dark, but
you don't have to say that.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, you don't have to say
that. That's bad. But probably that show that I led for Nickelodeon.
I don't want to know what it is. No,
I will tell you later.
Tell me later.
But I need to protect my family.
Yeah.
That show that I led for Nickelodeon, the second season, we filmed it in Colombia, and I had to go by myself because my dad was working, my mom was raising my brother.
That was tough.
And that was the moment when the world hit me. Like, everybody took advantage of me because I was underage and I didn't have my mom there. So they overworked me. They betrayed me in many ways. Like,
oh no!
The client wanted X amount of scenes a day, and we weren't making those. And the producers were like, "Oh, it's that Gabby is coming to set high and drunk, so that's why."
Was that true?
No.
Never.
I was 16. I was a dork. I would never.
That's awful.
And that was awful. And my manager called me and she was like, "What do you mean you're high and drunk? You're underage? You know how wrong that is?" And I'm like, "That's not right." So I felt so betrayed. And then my boyfriend at the time was having sex with all of my other coworkers.
So this is a terrible time.
It was a terrible time. And I kept getting sick because the production they were really cheap and the food was really bad. So I got how do you say amoebiasis? It's like
your stomach problems.
Like
abdominal stuff.
Gusanos, like things in my fucking
parasites.
Yeah. Oh man.
What? So that. From there on, you said, no one's going to ever treat me like this again.
I became a little bitter.
Bitter?
Yeah.
Stronger?
No, I just became just a little nasty. Like I
really?
had this, yeah, I had this thing like, I don't like people. People are shit. Like,
what got you out of that?
Dog. My husband got me out of it. I stayed like that for the longest time. And then I met my husband and he read through it and he's like, "That's some bullshit. Like, just snap out of it. Be nice.
I've got your back. You're good. You're good.
You're good. You don't have to do that. That's actually what you think it's protecting you, is just making you an asshole.